Hey guys. Alright, today we're going to talk about step functions. Step functions are a special kind of piecewise function. So our learning target, I want you to be able to write a step function and graph a step function based on a situation. So here's what they look like. They literally look like steps going up the graph. They are disjointed, which means that one step does not connect or join to another, and they're flat. Okay. One thing to note is that from one step to the next, there is a filled-in circle for one and an open circle for the other. And that's what keeps it a function. Okay, you cannot have a closed circle on both. And I can't really think of too many circumstances where you'd have an open circle on both. Okay. So here's one example we'll use. In 2006, the rate for a taxi ride in Macon, Georgia was $1.20 for the first mile or a part of a mile, and $1.20 for each additional mile. So step functions are used for situations where you can ride in a taxi for 4.3 miles, okay? But they're not going to figure out that 0.3 of a mile. You're just going to pay the next mileage up, okay? So define a piecewise function for the cost of the taxi ride up to 5 miles. Okay, so over here, this is what a piecewise function looks like in function form. These are all numbers, okay, and these are your domains or your intervals, okay? So the result is going to be you're going to pay $1.20, and the domain means for every mile from 0 miles up to 1 mile. Okay, so on the graph, you notice there's no underline, there's no equal to bar under the 0. That means that there's no situation, you're not going to go 0 miles in a taxi. We just use that as a bottom limit. Okay, so we're going to use an open circle at $1.20 and 0 to start this step function. And we're going to use a closed circle at 1, still at $1.20, and connect those. Okay. Now, if you go a distance of anywhere from 1 to 2 miles, that's going to be $2.40 because it's going to be $1.20 for each additional mile. So all I did was start with the original $1.20 and add on another $1.20. So $2.40 is right about here on the graph. And then again, that's an open circle because at 1 mile on the dot, you're going to pay the $1.20. You're not going to jump up to the $2.40 until you go past the 1 mile. Once you are going over 2, again, we're just adding on $1.20 more, so that's why we're at $3.60 now. Okay, we're at $3.60 for 2 up to 3 miles. And then we just keep going. $4.80. For 3 to 4. And then $6 for 4 to 5. Now, Why did I stop here? Because the directions said to just make the graph up to 5 miles. So once we hit the 5 in our intervals, we can stop making intervals. Okay? All right, the next one. To encourage quality and minimize defects, the manufacturer pays his employees a bonus based on the value of defective merchandise produced. The fewer defective merchandise produced, the greater the employee's bonus. So if you're working for a company and if you break less stuff, accidents happen, but if you break less stuff, you get a little bonus. Okay, so you get a bonus of $50 if you break 0 to 100. Okay, so $50 goes here. The result will be 50 for 0 up to and including. So up to and including is why there's an equal bar under the inequality sign for 100. Okay. So 0 merchandise destroyed up to 100. I guess it's possible that you could destroy 0 merchandise, but perhaps so unlikely. Okay, and it does say for more than $0 and up to and including $100. So more than means it does not include the 0. And there's a typo, and there was an equal bar in here, so I had to erase that. Okay, so should not be an equal bar for the 0. All right, 30 for more than 100. Okay, more than 100, so no equal bar on the 100. And up to and including 200. So we have these values here. These values here are these values here. And then the rest of the words are the intervals after that. Okay? So more than 100 and up to and including 200. That's why there's an equal bar for the 200. And that's a $30 bonus. The next interval is $10 for more than 200 and up to and including 300. Whoa, what happened here? 10. And if you break more than $300 worth of stuff, you get nothing. Okay. A jewelry store offers reward coupons to its customer. A $2 reward coupon is awarded for each $20 spent. Write a function that represents the value of reward coupons awarded for up to $10 spent. Okay. So our first line is going to look like this. If you spend between $0 and $20, you're going to get no money. No reward coupon, because you have not spent anything yet. Okay? However, if you spend between $20 and $40, Now, where did the 40 come from? Okay, it's awarded for each $20 spent. So we're going to get a $2 coupon if we spend $20. But by the time we get to $40, at $40 we're going to get two $2 coupons. In other words, we're going to get $4 once we hit $40. So this time the inequality symbol is under on the 20 because that's when you're going to get the $2. And it's not under the 40 because when you get to the 40, that's going to bump you up to the next level. Okay, so what happens when you spend $40? You're up to the next level of $4, all the way up to $59.99. You're going to get a $4 coupon. Okay, so that's why there's no equal bar for the 60. Once you hit 60, we get an equal bar because you're going to get $6 worth of coupons, $2 more. $8 gets you up to 100. And then once you hit $100, you're going to get a $10 coupon. Okay, so to draw this, from 0 to 20, you're going to get no money. Okay, so 0 to 20, and they're both open circles because you're not getting anything. Okay, from 20 to 40, you're going to get that $2 coupon. Now, because at 20 you get the coupon, you're going to color that in, and at 40, that's going to be an open circle because you're going to be bumped up to the next coupon after that. At 4, you're going to get the $4 coupon at $40, coloring that in. And at 60, not colored in. And this kind of just follows the pattern. And when you get to 10, we're just going to place a dot here. Because we've run out of space. Whoops, wrong way. Okay, a kid's bounce house charges $8 for the first hour and $2 for each additional hour of playtime. Okay, so I put in some. Let's fill this out with a graph. Okay, so this is hours of play. And this is cost, or charges, whatever you want to call it. And I just put in some guides so that I would know how to number this. Okay. So they charge $8 for the first hour. So you're not going to pay $8 if you don't spend any time there at all. So that's why there's no equal bar under the inequality sign for the 0. There is an inequality bar or an equal bar for the 1 because you will pay the $8 up to and including the 1. Okay? Let me move this over. You're going to pay $2 more, that additional 2 hours, $2 more. So we're going to go from $8 to $10. Anything from over 1 hour, so not including 1 hour. Okay, there's no equal bar. If there was an equal bar here, you can't pay $8 and $10. Okay, so if you go over the hour, it doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes over the hour or all the way up to the 2 hours. You're going to pay $10. Okay. So from 1 to 2, you're going to pay $10. And the equal bar is at the 2 because that's where the $10 price is going to end. Once you go over the 2, you're going to go to the next price. Whoop. There we go. You're going to go to the next price point, $2 more. We're adding $2 every time to 12. $2 more than that is 14 for hours 3 to 4. And 4 to 5. So at 8 hours, it's going to cost, excuse me, I'm sorry, at $8, so here's 8, I'm going to start at 0 and go to 1, and it's going to include the 1. For $10, that starts at the 1. $2 to 3, so 2 to 3. Okay, why did I stop at 5? Because it says 5 hours of playtime. Okay, so maybe you're asking yourself, how do I know whether I should have an equal bar or not an equal bar? Well, it's kind of, you have to like picture the situation. Many of you have probably gone to some place like Party Central before, and common sense would say that there's no circumstance where you would go for exactly 0 hours, so you wouldn't put an equal bar there. But if you did play for exactly 1 hour, you would be charged the $8. So the 1 is here and the 1 is here. You kind of put the you put the equal bar based on which one is going to apply. At exactly 1 hour, are you paying $8 or $10? Okay, and that's where you put the equal bar. And then the rest of the equal bars follow the exact same pattern. So once you figure out which side the equal bar goes on, the left, the first inequality sign to the second one, you kind of ask yourself common sense of the situation, where would it apply? Then the rest of them follow the exact same pattern. They will all be under, if the equal bar is here, it's going to be under all of the second set of inequality signs. Okay, so maybe you're setting up the next one. Maybe I'll demonstrate this a little bit. Okay, these are all our values. Okay, so 100, 225, 350, and 475. Okay, then a line. Then our intervals, 0, x, 250. 250, x, 500. 500, x, 750. 750, x, 1000. Got to make that look more like a 2, and the 0 didn't, right. Okay, there we go. So we're going to put some inequality signs in there. And now we're going to decide where should the equal bar go. Okay, so reading the words, it says for sales more than 0. So it sounds like I don't put it by the 0. And then it says up to and including 250. So we would include the 250. So that gets the equal bar. For the rest of them, they all say that. Okay. So that's how you decide where the equal bar is going to go. Okay. And then you start graphing. So as you can see, I've numbered the graph. Let's see, for 100 is from 0 to 250. So here's 200, here's 400, so that means this is 300. We're partway in between. So we're going to draw the circle right there. That represents 250. 225. Here's 200, here's 300, 250's in the middle, so 225 is right about here. I'm going to go right above where I was at that 250 with an open circle, no equal bar, up to 500. The next is 350. 350 is going to be from 500 all the way up to 750. So here's 600, 700, 750. And 475 to, as at 750 up to 1,000. Okay guys, last one. Let's number the graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. An ice rink charges hockey teams for ice time to practice. So let's set this up, okay? The ice rink charges $10 for the first hour and $12 for each additional hour. So let's uncover this first part, okay? And we're going up to 5 hours. So what I've uncovered here is we're starting at that $10 for the first hour and then $12 each additional hour. So each row going down is adding 12. So 10 plus 12 is 22. Then the next one would be plus 12 more is 34, and 34 plus 12 is 46, and 46 plus 12 is 58. Okay, and we can, that's 5 rows. Okay, so let's common sense our way through the rest of this. Okay, from 0 to 1 hour. Okay, so how do we decide where that equal bar is going to go? Well, would you really go for 0 hours, and would you still pay $10 if you went for 0 hours? Well, no, you would not. So you don't put an equal bar there. But if you went 1 hour on the dot, you would pay the $10. And anything in between. Okay, so here's the next row, and I'll just reinforce that. Where do you put the equal bar? Think again about $1 on the dot, or 1 hour. I don't know why I said dollar. 1 hour on the dot. If you were there for 1 hour, would you pay the $10 or 22? You would pay the 10. So that's where the equal bar goes, is on that first one for the 10, and it does not go on the row for the 22. And then the rest of them follow the pattern, and I'm just making the rows up till I hit 5 hours. And then graph. So it's $10 for 0 to 1, $22 from 1 to 2, $34 from 2 to 3, $46 for 3 to 4, and $58 from 4 to 5. Okay, guys. Hopefully that makes sense, and I'll see you next time.